It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. And it's San Antonio to start out. Man with it. To the inside. Kessler. Off target at the rim. To stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker.
Oh, whoa!
That's just unfair.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end, and as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside, he has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Kevin, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Kicks it out to Siakam. From past the arc. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Man can't hit.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Outside, Porzingis. Kessler with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Such a unique threat. Not only can Porzingis shoot from anywhere, but he can also keep it out of the defense's reach.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the bucket. SGA's got 6 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Siakam misses. San Antonio trails by 7. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Nobody near Leonard. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Siakam. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. To the right side. Kessler wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Here's SGA. Out to Porzingis. Oubre inside. Outside SGA. 2 on the clock. That's short off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Kessler the screen. Here's Leonard. Nice jump shot. Good. Leonard's got 6.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Green by Allen. From deep. drills the three-pointer.
And that was all set up by the attack of SGA, getting deep in and spraying it out there for the triple.
Outside Leonard. Back to man. Fires for three. Leonard, no luck. Screen by Porzingis. Edgecombe with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Wiggins outside. Fires the three. Drills it from outside.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
And it's SGA penetrating. A three from Porzingis. San Antonio trailing here. Oubre inside. And Porzingis gets the three. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Kessler. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
Well, where Kessler is elite is on the board, and he's an excellent rim protector. Those two things alone will earn you minutes.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Leading by three. We've got more in store for
17.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
Here's Gafford. And it's sent back by Kessler. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. San Antonio trails by three. Now, man. Still scoreless. And stolen by Murray. Knocked loose. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Substitution for the away team. Number 20.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Rozier. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Gafford. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's two things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys because, look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
Locked and loaded. Edgecombe firing at will.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Away team ball.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Rozier. Got a piece of it. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Porzingis. Rejected by Kessler.
Something Kessler does so well. A towering 7-footer who takes pride in protecting the rim.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for San Antonio.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Inside. Kessler with the bucket. And now it's a 3-point San Antonio lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
You know, Wiggins affects the game, Coach, in a number of ways. And let's begin by talking about his defense.
Great place to start with Wiggins, Kevin, because I think that's the strength of his game. He is long. He can really move his feet. He's got great discipline and focus. And the biggest thing you can have in any defender, he's got great want to. This guy wants to go out and make it tough on the best players in the game.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Man with it. He has yet to score. Porzingis with the rebound. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
1:32 left here in the second. Now Edgecombe. He's got 5. Up top, Leonard. To the paint. Pocket 6. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Outside, Porzingis. Allen outside. Back to Porzingis. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot, no good. Pass to Kessler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Well, it's hard not to get physical when going up against a guy of Walker Kessler's stature.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Allen, that's good.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's man. Nothing on the board. Here's Oubre. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Tie game in San Antonio. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Out to Porzingis, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Here's Porzingis. Takes it out to Siakam. Back to Porzingis. And the jump by Porzingis.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Outside Leonard. Man with it. Down low. Here's Kessler. Nails the baby hook. Kessler's got the game tied up here for San Antonio. Here goes Gilgeous-Alexander. The wide open look here for Porzingis. SGA on the follow. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points.
And how about the energy from SGA? He gets after it on the backboard as well. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
6 on the shot clock. Screen by Siakam. Allen for 3. Kessler with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And doesn't like to see an exciting rookie making plays for his team. Edgecombe knows he needs to be a guy who facilitates for their offense.
And it goes down 2 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now, man. Pass to Kessler. For Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Kessler is a gigantic presence inside, which is why defenses sometimes elect to foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Out to Porzingis for 3. Here's Oubre. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard. No good on the free throw. And some changes here for the Spurs. So he comes up empty at the line. Stan Patrick Williams has established himself as a 3-and-D player out in the wing.
Well, look, Kevin, the one thing you know you're going to get out of Patrick Williams every night is a great effort at the defensive end of the floor, and that's a great starting point. So when you put him in a game, you know darn well he's going to help you defensively, not going to make many mistakes offensively, and then it just comes down to how well is he going to shoot the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander pulls up on the wing, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. Now here's Johnson. Outside Williams to the middle. Lopez, no luck. Outside Rozier. Green, the screen. It's tipped and stolen by Williams. For the finish. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Rozier. Still yet to score. Out left of the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Brooks is the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. .149 left to play here in the third. San Antonio leading by 4. Johnson for 3. Rozier looking around. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Textbook timing and positioning from Lopez around the rim. Not letting anything through.
Pass to Herter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Some solid defense from Gafford. Lopez with the block.
Big swat by Lopez. His reach allows him to get all over shots.
To end the cold streak. And it's Green missing. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
San Antonio again missing. Rozier with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. 24 seconds left in the third. They kick it out to Green. And there's the drive. Out to the right wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Checking in for the away team, Kristaps Porzingis.
11 seconds left to play in the third.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Johnson outside. With 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. Spurs lead
30.
3/10 quarters behind us and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Spurs leading by 4. Pass to Kessler. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Porzingis gets the 3.
Well, one of the premier offensive players in the league, Kristaps Porzingis is hot tonight, putting on a show.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Team foul.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Siakam outside. 6 to shoot. Green by Siakam. Allen's shot is off. San Antonio leading to the paint. Here's Leonard. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Oubre, no one around him. I missed that time. Would have put him up.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Screen by Porzingis. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. Wiggins left side. From outside the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Wiggins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
Siakam misses. Here's San Antonio now. They played a great 4th quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That's his first foul. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it's Leonard missing. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by SGA.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Leonard. Poked away. Oubre with the steal. SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander knocks it down from distance.
Well, that's his first three here in the second half. Got to think he'd like a few more of those.
Launches it. Trying again. Johnson outside. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Leonard with the ball. Outside Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Another chance here. Kessler. Tries it yet again. Porzingis pulls it down. Now SGA. Allen outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Allen. Gilgeous-Alexander with great positioning inside.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Outside Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. 1:10 left to play in the final quarter. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Siakam. Clock is at 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too loud. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. It's a one-point game. Here's Kessler. Throws it down. What an assist!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Allen outside. Outside, SGA. Outside, Oubre. Outside, SGA. To tie it up. Kessler pulls it down. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Now Siakam. And stolen by Wiggins. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. It was
there and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Leonard outside. Pass to Kessler. And here's Mann. 5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Leonard can't get it to go. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Allen on the wing. There's the three. Shot's good. SGA making the play.
All eyes on SGA. So he kicks it out to the perimeter. Just excellent recognition.
Here's Mann. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
And Porzingis, known to everyone as the unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
Well, B.A., I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another, I guess.
Allen outside. Three-pointer off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Allen on the wing. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Kessler picks him up defensively.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all three levels.
Porzingis sets a screen. Here's SGA. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following that last three-pointer by San Antonio. Sinks that one from the post. And that's now 6 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Pass to Kessler. Shoots over SGA. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. BA?
Thank you for that, Allie. Inside. Kessler. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kessler's got his second basket of the night.
Well, when you have the size Kessler has, you just want them to keep giving you the ball inside like that.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Mann. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Mann's got 6.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Back to Porzingis. Now here's SGA. To the middle. Here's Allen. Gets the 3-ball to go. He's got 9. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Here's Mann. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Allen outside. Back to SGA. Porzingis sets a screen. 5 to shoot. Here's SGA. And off the glass. That one's good.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Here's Mann. Porzingis grabs the board. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Three-pointer. Kept alive. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. San Antonio trails by 8. Wiggins with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Wiggins. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Leading by 5.
16.
If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it from the high post. Rebounded by Lopez.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Oubre with it. Now Wiggins defending. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Allen a screen. Kessler with a rebound. San Antonio trails by 7. Back to Mann. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
San Antonio with the ball.
Your home team. Mike Beasley.
Pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Just right through him. Kessler not slowing up.
Here's Rozier. Into the lane.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
San Antonio trails by 5. And there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. San Antonio making a change here. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Leonard doesn't hold back. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
I love the mentality of Terry Rozier. Nothing gets in the way of him scoring.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Rozier. San Antonio trails by 6. Now Johnson. He's scoreless. It's stolen by Johnson. And there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That'll be a second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Lopez can't hit. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Green. Pass to Gafford. Left side, Green. Now Siakam. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Here's Edgecombe. And here's Lopez from the arc. Sinks it from distance. Lopez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Down low. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
And that's a clever foul choice. I mean, cuts off the dunk and sends him to the stripe.
And the second free throw is good. A minute 53 left to play in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Lopez. And stolen by Green. Here's Rozier. Rebound by San Antonio.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
To the inside. Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Well, this is what happens when you give Lopez this kind of position inside. What a dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And it's been an interesting ride of late for Keldon Johnson. Stan being asked to take on a number of different roles.
Well, B.A., some guys would struggle seeing their spot in the rotation and their minutes change. But Johnson takes it all in stride and puts the team first.
Pass to Gafford. Clock at 4. Rozier with it. Guarded now by Williams. Rozier can't get it to go. There's 42 seconds left in the second period. It's Johnson with a drive. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. We've got 33 seconds left in the second. To the paint. Here's Gafford. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They trail by 6. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Oklahoma City where they'll face the Thunder. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. And so we wrap up the first half. They lead by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now here's SGA. Driving inside. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Kessler a screen. From 18 feet away. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his skills inside.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Leonard looking around. All sorts of time. The shot's good.
In total control on that possession. Kawhi just reading the defense and taking it himself.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Keeps it alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Leonard. Oh! And Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to SGA. Siakam the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
And I love the energy on defense. Wiggins working hard to come up with the block right there.
San Antonio trails by 8. Out to Leonard. With some arc. Kawhi drops in the floater.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
Stolen by Wiggins. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. San Antonio with the ball. Kessler down low. 11 points in the game. Here's Wiggins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Man, Andrew Wiggins is a great sidekick, Stan. He can also be a leading man at times.
Well, you know, B.A., a wing with his size and knack for scoring will always be welcome. And with the way he's improved his defense, you have a solid two-way play.
The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
The fadeaway. Porzingis grabs the board. SGA deciding where to go with it. Over to the left wing. Back to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for SGA. That three's off the mark. San Antonio trails by 7. Leonard with the ball. Siakam covering. Pass to Wiggins. Off target at the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander. One of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Outside Oubre. They kick it out to Porzingis. Porzingis sets a screen. And here's SGA. He's got 18. And the basket is good.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor. And what jumps out about VJ Edgecombe is his defensive abilities, because that's what can be difficult to teach. But he's already a very potent force on that side of the ball.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. .125 left in the third quarter. And Rozier, here we go. Six to shoot. Beasley outside. Here's Green from the arc. The shot, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. 7-point differential.
Yeah, and I like seeing Edgecombe rise up like this. Plays like this prove he belongs in this league.
Pass to Gafford. Back to Rozier. To the middle. Gafford with the bucket. Gafford's got 5.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Lopez, the screen. Here's Edgecombe. And a two-handed jam.
Edgecombe's ability to run and jump are well known. This is what drew a lot of eyes to this young man.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Green. Pass to Murray. And a miss there on the triple. Drives to the hoop. The layup off target. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. San Antonio trails by 5. To the inside. Here's Herter. No, stops it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Well, from day one in the league, Herter has had value as a three-point shooter. And he's not just a spot-up guy. He's a solid off-movement and off-the-dribble shooter.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And San Antonio making a change here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And stolen by Williams. The three from Edgecombe. Hits the three-pointer.
Oh, you know everyone comes into the league with a three-shot now, and Edgecombe is, of course, no exception.
Back to SGA. Pass to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. Shot's good. SGA making the play.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
SGA with a steal. Here's Oubre. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Some serious intensity from Leonard. Driving in with a purpose and slamming it down.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And stolen by Williams. And here's the fast break. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Oh, a fantastic score. Kawhi can put a barrage of points up quick.
And they double up Porzingis. Outside for SGA. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. On offense, here is San Antonio, trailing by 2. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
Allen outside. Siakam. Oh, my, okay, Pascal Siakam.
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through.
On the wing, Williams to take the lead. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution. Well, you see the trust they have in Porzingis. Timely basket.
Double team on Leonard. Here's Edgecombe. Here's the pass to Williams. Leonard! He's off from 3. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
Now Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort. Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Now Porzingis. Now Allen. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Banks it home. Big shot.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Johnson. And they're on the run. Goes up. Yes, sir. We saw it coming. He left no room for error.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The 3 is off. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
First free throw is good. And that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
Cashes it in!
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2. And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
This comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with a 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
So it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
And this comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with a 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
Leonard! And so the home crowd treated to a win. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what.